Hello, everyone. This is Bekeme, and you're listening to season 4, episode 2 of the Good Citizen Radio Show. The show is brought to you by CSR in Action and funded by ACT, aka ACT Foundation, which is a grant-making organization established in 2016 to support local, national, and regional nonprofits working in the areas of leadership, entrepreneurship, education, and leadership. And that's why they fund the Good Citizen Radio Show, because the Good Citizen Radio Show is all about good behavior, leadership. We believe that every Nigerian is a born leader. You don't have to believe it yourself. We believe it for you. And that's why we have these conversations around our responsibilities and our duties as Nigerians, because Nigeria does not only owe us, we owe Nigeria. Today is February 14th, and on this day each year, we see people spend lots of time together, and they share gifts, they share messages of love, and it's usually associated with red hearts, flowers, loving messages. Whether true or not, don't mind me, I have to spoil it as I say. But beyond the show of romantic affection, today is also a time to show appreciation to family, to friends, to the less privileged, and most importantly, to God. Speaking about love at a time like this, I know for sure that the one thing most people love about Nigeria and Nigerians is our prowess in football. I remember when I went to the Maldives about 11 years ago for my honeymoon. I remember that every time they asked me, where are you from? And I said Nigeria. Great footballers, JJ, Okocha. Well, those are the names I remember that they called, and they were very excited. And it's the same across the world. When you think of Nigeria, you think of what we do with football. And did you know that Nigeria was actually the first country to receive a gold medal in the Olympics for football in 1966? Yes, we're that good, and we've made history lots of time. Now, while a lot of people are enjoying this moment, we do remember that there are those who are less privileged to actually participate in this enjoyment and in this happiness, because they're weighed down by one thing or the other. We all know that there are obstacles in our everyday lives. It's part of life. It can't be helped. In literature, they taught us about the vicissitudes of life, meaning the ups and downs of life. But what do you do when you get down? You pick yourself back up and you try again. In our moments of adversity, what do we do? There's a proverbial phrase around making lemonades from lemons, beg your pardon, which literally encourages optimism and a positive attitude in the face of adversity. We must always remember that we will face challenges, but what we make of those challenges is what is important. Betty Charles Forbes, who's the founder of Forbes magazine, reiterates that message of perseverance and says that history has demonstrated that the most notable winners usually encountered heartbreaking obstacles when they triumphed, but they won. They won because they refused to become discouraged by their defeats. And it's something that struck me as I showered this morning. It struck me that the more successful people in today's lives were not the people that people thought would succeed when they were younger. Think about it. That person that you see now doing so well, just think about back then in school. Were they the people that you thought were the two shares, the best people who would, come out and be the best? But guess what? That it's in retrospect that you realize that they probably had some greatness in them. And I remember watching the Netflix biography about Bill Gates. I think it's called Inside Bill's Brain. And he was a reclusive child. He was reticent. He liked to have his way. He was weird because at the time when people knew nothing about computers, he wanted to just be secluded and do his thing. But now those are the things that make him great. Those are the things that make him different. So it's okay to be different. Now, we have a very special person in the house today too, who roundly covers all of this messaging around hope, around love, about overcoming adversity. She's a verified social media influencer and entrepreneur. and a survivor of arteriovenous malformation, aka AVM. It's a disorder. I don't like to say it's a disorder, but it's something caused by an abnormal relationship at some point between the brain and the arteries and fistulas. A visit to her Instagram page will tell you she's always full of fun and she's always in high spirit despite what she's had to go through, as documented on her Instagram page. And she has never let any of this put her down. She's a beacon of hope to millions across the world, and she continues to show strength, bravery, and grace in the face of adversity. She's found love. She has refused to let anything get her down, and it is this indomitable spirit of hers that has brought her onto the show. Please let's welcome Maryanne Michael.
Thank you.
Maryanne, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
So I personally reached out to you myself. I was very excited when I saw your page because I know lots of people who have gone through far less than what you've been through and who have literally given up. They say, oh no, it's not possible because I'm not exactly like the next person, then it's not possible that I should be surviving in this wicked, harsh world of ours. How have you done this, Maryanne?
Okay. When I had the whole thing, the thing is, it taught me endurance. It taught me how to be patient. I didn't get my, should I call it happily ever after in one day? It took me years.
Yes.
I fought for so many years, and during those times, I kept on being strong. I kept on being positive. Like, it will definitely end one day. And
when did it start?
It started late 2013. I think I was 19 or so. So then it just started and like a very small wheat low, and with time it grew on my index finger.
Right.
So with time, at first we Nigerians, we don't just go to hospitals. I don't know about other people. In my house, we don't just go to the hospital when you have. So when my dad,
chemist.
Yes, I'm funny enough, my dad has a bag where he has lots of medicine. So we started self-medication.
Right.
So, but with time, it became serious, and we realized it was not something we had to treat on our own. So that was when the journey of getting to the hospital started, and since then, so first time I went to the hospital, we had to run through lots of scans. So that was when I had to understand that this was what was wrong with me.
When? How long after?
Okay,
2013.
Okay, after the next year, 2014, that was when the results came, because it took months before the results came out. So when it came out and I saw AVM,
you're like,
what is AVM? So I took my time. I used Google. I typed, and I'll tell you the truth, I cried that day, because it was not cancer. It was not HIV. It was something very different from, it's not something we hear all the time. So I cried, like, why me? Of everybody in and I happen to be the only girl. So why not one of my brothers? Why me? So it was that painful, but.
And now you've had to have a limb amputated.
Yes.
When did you know this had to happen?
Okay, the thing is, I went through a series of surgeries. I think I had 9 surgeries in total.
Whoa, over
8. Yes,
6 years?
Yes. I had that lots of surgery, because it has to be a stage surgery. Since it has to do with my veins, they don't have to just cut off immediately. It's like a process. So at the time, it was like a trial. They had to keep trying different things to see what was going to work, because they didn't want to just remove the whole limb at first. They wanted to try and correct the malformation. But after a series of surgeries, it looks like what was not going to be corrected. So I was advised. I wasn't advised though. I was advised at first, but I didn't want an amputation. But with time, I requested for
this was what you needed to do. Did you have to go to a specialist hospital?
Yes, I went to. I was supposed to go to a specialist hospital. Like, a specialist was supposed to work on me, but the doctor was not available, so I had to now go to Yaba, I've forgotten the hospital, military hospital in Yaba.
Okay.
Yes. So that was where they worked on me. Yes, it has to be a specialist hospital. Yes, because it's not just about amputating the arm. It's about making sure the whole thing will not reoccur. The reasons why I had that much surgeries were because after they correct, it comes back again. Yes, so That was why they had to be very sure that when they amputate from this level, that's the whole thing. Like they are cutting the whole socket off.
Right. So all of this, how was your family in all of this? What gave you the strength? Was it from within you, or was it the love? I see that you share a special bond with your father. You're constantly dancing together, and I'm like, oh God, look at what this woman is putting this man through. So yes. So what?
Naturally, I'm a very happy person.
Okay.
Like in school, my friends in school, they know me. Even when they're like, oh, why Mary? Why? So, and when the whole thing happened, my friends were very supportive. They were very supportive. Like they just had my back. But my dad was not supportive. Like he was not supportive, but he doesn't want me to have an amputation.
Right.
He was like, why would my daughter have one arm? So my dad really cried. That was one of the reasons why I wanted to change my mind, because I didn't want to see him break down. He wasn't having it, and seeing someone as old as my dad crying because of me, so I felt really bad. I think that was part of what stopped the amputation during those times. Yes. So, but with time, my friends, I had to just make them understand that it's better to have me like this than not have me at all, because the whole thing got really bad, and it was looking like I might not make it in the next month, because the rate at which I was bleeding became very serious. Because the major problem was that I usually bleed. Like I cannot place my hand on a table, or probably I cannot bring my hand down, and I just start bleeding. So that was the main issue. So I had to make my parents understand, and my mom was like, it's better to have a daughter with one arm than not have her at all.
So is there some way you can express to our listeners the enormity of what you've had to go through? Because I did go through your pages. After seeing the fun part, I went all the way back and I saw pictures of, you trying to wrap your hand, and there was a time it was just pouring literally into, I think, was it a bucket or a nylon bag?
Yes, a nylon. Yes.
So it was literally pouring. It was so scary. I couldn't watch it till the end. Was this what happened daily?
Yeah. Thinking about it now, I think I want to cry, because it gives me that flashback, and I start to shiver like this was what I had to go through. Those times were not funny. Because there was no day I had to go out, and I cannot go out without taking drugs. Like I became drug addicted, like pain relief. And there was no day I don't go out without bandages, without gauze, without anything, so that, because I can just bleed out anywhere. So I would just excuse myself and use the toilet. It was that bad. So those times were really tough. They were really tough. I just, sometimes you don't just keep wallowing in self-pity. I just kept on encouraging myself, like, this would end one day.
And this too surely passed.
Yes.
And now Maryanne not only battled this, she not only overcame, I did see that you celebrated 1 year of the amputation.
Yes.
You also found love. We'll come back to that conversation, but we'll take a short break. But before we do, let's remind you that because it's the season of love, our partner Ryan John is actually giving out nice discounts on the lashes. So if you buy 5,000 to 10,000 naira worth of eyelashes, you get your full makeover done for free. Just buy products worth 5,000 naira and get classic lash extensions done for free. Remember that you need to look nice and fly as a good citizen. And because of this as well, Hype and Steam, our partner, is here for it. They have given 70% off of all items. Yes, 70% on their website, including the recently launched Miss Guardian and Menace collections from the UK. Just visit hypeandsteam.com.ng. It's hypeandsteam.com.ng. You can visit Ryan John's Instagram page, or you can just walk into number 7 Patai Idowu Awobike Street off Admiralty Way, Lekki Phase 1, or you can call 0809 387 9239. You need to see us looking all highly fly on the show. If you want to look like us, hurry now, you know what to do. So we'll go on a short break and we'll be right back on the Good Citizen Radio Show.
The Aspire Coronation Trust, ACT Foundation, is a non-profit organization established to help local, national, and regional non-profit organizations working to address the challenges and associated vulnerabilities across Africa. Our interventions are focused on 4 key areas, which are health, entrepreneurship, environment, and leadership. At ACT Foundation, we believe that together we can make a difference. So, let's come together to make the positive social impact we desire in our world.
And we're back on the show. We've been talking about all of the agony that Maryanne has had to go through. And despite all of it, she not only helped us document, but she found a way of rejoicing in it. I find that really encouraging personally. Anytime that something bad or near bad, it's about to happen, I just think, what is this compared to what this young woman has gone through? And despite all of this, I did say you found love, and it's my nice, honky Edo brother. You came and took out of her hand. So how did you find your husband?
He found me.
How did he find you? Beg your pardon. What am I saying? How did he find you?
He found me. So I wasn't looking out for a relationship then, because I was already battling with my disorder. So I wasn't looking out for a relationship. So it was more like a friendship thing. But with time.
Where was he? He lived near you?
Yes, he lives near my parents' house in Yanopaja. So, like he said, he has been seeing me and all, but I've not been seeing him. I just saw him once. So that was, so he started talking to me, encouraging me. Though I felt, because I've had series of heartbreaks along my whole illness, so the relationship thing was.
Did you think it was related to the challenges that you were going through?
He didn't really know what was wrong with me. He just...
No, the heartbreaks that you had, did you think that they were in some way related?
Yes. My first... One of the reasons why I came out on Instagram, I've not really shared this, but someone broke my heart. Like, he told me directly, like, when I first had my amputation, not this amputation, because I first had my thumb removed, like 2 of my fingers removed first.
Right.
So then, then I was feeling bad about the whole thing. I wasn't strong enough.
Yes.
So I needed somebody to at least assure me I still have you.
Yes.
And all that. So he after the surgery, the next day, he told me he doesn't see himself marrying an amputee.
Really? He said that to you?
He said that. So I felt really bad. I cried so much that night, and I wanted somebody to talk to. I wanted to pour out my heart, and I didn't want to do it on Facebook because I have lots of my friends on Facebook, and some of them didn't know what I was going through. So I didn't have followers on Instagram. I think I just had like probably 50 followers.
Wow.
So, and I locked my page. So I was following one lady called Olori Rotin Ajayi. I think she has a foundation or so. So when I posted it, I think she's also following me. So when I posted the whole thing, she saw it and she tagged blogs, and they started blogging about it. I didn't even know it went viral also.
Wow.
Until like the 3rd day, my friend started calling me, Mary, what happened to your hand? Because though I was going through all this, nobody knew. I don't shake hands. I don't expose my hand. I don't do anything that would...
Now it's the opposite. Now that you've had it amputated,
yes.
Even if the thing has a sleeve, Mary doesn't want us to forget. It's beautiful, honestly.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, I don't even like long sleeves. I don't like long sleeves.
Right.
I don't like long sleeves.
And so now you've just embraced it, embraced yourself. Thank God you had that opportunity.
Yes.
And, and it just tells us all that positivity does this for you. And when you do have problems, I don't think that hiding it typically helps. Somebody to talk to always helps. And what you've done is help to take away the stigma. I can tell you for free, to a large extent, it has helped to take away the stigma that is associated with amputees and amputation. Yeah. So it's just beautiful to watch. I watched one, I'm like, this girl is so silly. You brought out the arm and you're like, see, it's soft, like bread. I was like, oh God. The fact that you could just, be happy and play about this, and then you celebrated the 1-year anniversary.
Yeah.
and all of that, and you have a supportive spouse that allows you to be you, it's just amazing to watch. And congratulations, you have a baby?
Yes, thank you.
He's 2 months old, right?
Yes.
What's his name?
Leon. Yes.
Yes, and I see some people harassing you. Go feed Leon, please. No, this now has turned to something of a job/hobby for you. And Leon will be fine when mommy has to take time off. And some of them are at work telling you, go and feed Leon. Whilst but I'm sure that you're doing a fantastic job. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations again on that baby. Now, going back to what has transpired over time, what would you tell anybody else who's going through this situation or a similar situation?
I'll say worry doesn't solve anything. Being worried, it doesn't solve anything. Rather, it increases the problem. And we will all have different cases. Like, if you're not an amputee now, you cannot tell me you know how I feel. You don't know how I feel. You don't, because you're not an amputee. Yes. So I cannot tell you that I know how you feel, but at least I have an idea or have my own share. And I'll tell you that it will surely pass. Just keep on being strong. I know it's not easy to be positive all the time. Sometimes I cry. Yes, sometimes I cry. Sometimes I get tired. But what matters is how you pick yourself up. When it happens, just pick yourself up. Sometimes when I get tired, or probably when I've cried, or when I wanted to do something, I'm like, oh God, I wish I have 2 hands, because I've been there. I'll just be like, I'll manage. So what matters is how you pick yourself up. You pick yourself up, stay positive. What kept me this strong? What kept me this far? What brought me this far was positivity. I kept on believing, like, all this will end. And my mom, like, God is seeing all these things you're going through.
Yes.
Just keep on being strong.
And he's not an unjust God.
Yes, so I had this positive mindset, like, I don't even, and again, just be you. Me, the way I act in school, my friends will be like, they do like person we get one hand. I say, how people we get one hand they do?
You're currently at school?
Yes, Lagos State Polytechnic.
Right.
So my friends usually make fun of me.
Right.
Sometimes make fun of your own self.
Absolutely.
So that when they make fun of you, it won't even get back at you.
And it's good to have friends who can be honest with you and play with you.
Yes. So just be strong, keep going, do you, stay positive. It will surely end one day.
I agree. Thank you for sharing that. Now, Maryanne, when I've had a really long day at work and I go to my bed and lie down, one of the pages that I like to visit is yours. I don't know social media, like I'm not good at social media, but I know at night, 11:30, 12, I just want to calm down after a long day. I visit your page and you have some really hilarious skits. Your handle is Maryanne 4079. 40. You need to check her out. And is this one where you were dressed as the fighters in Street Fighter? You had a pan on your head. What did you have in your hand?
I can't remember.
And she wear all sorts of crazy props. How do you think about these things?
No, it just comes and I'm just like, okay, let me do this. And I just change clothes
And how has this transformed your life? What opportunities do you see in this?
Yes, it has brought lots of opportunities because on Instagram though, there are lots of celebrities following me. I didn't even know. Sometimes all these celebrities comment on my page and my friends will be like, Mary, you don't blow.
You don't blow. That's a mega.
So recently I worked with Toyin Abraham. Their movie The Fate of Alakada. So me and Cobans, we talked about this stigma with people with disabilities.
Yes.
So we're given a role.
Was it a movie or did you star in the movie?
Yes.
All right. Yeah. That's interesting. Yes. What other opportunities? Do you make money from your comedic skits?
For now, no. Right. For now, no. So, but with time, I will.
Oh yes, I love the confidence with which you said with time. With time. Yes. Definitely it would happen. Yes. With time.
Yes. It's just pure entertainment for now.
What other things do you see yourself doing?
Having businesses, I want to do things that people think we cannot do.
Yes.
So a lot of things, and I know those opportunities will come, and if given these opportunities, I would, stare in so many roles that people will be like, no, can't give it to amputees. No, we can't give it to, Yeah.
When you wake up in the morning, do you think of yourself as an amputee, or do you just think, oh, Maryanne, this is another day?
No, I don't.
Go forth and
I don't even see myself as an amputee. Sometimes I forget I have one arm.
mm-hmm.
That's the truth. Yes, I don't remember I have one arm. I don't remember. I don't see myself. I just see myself as the old normal me. Yes, because in school, if my friends are listening now, they know that I play too much. So I don't even see myself like one less human being. I still see myself as this very equal with nothing like she's an amputee or she has one arm. We are the same thing.
And that is reflected clearly in a very positive attitude that gives you the confidence that you need, because every day that we come out there, we will all face challenges, whether we are amputees, whether we're blind, whether we just lost a parent. We just still have to keep on moving, keep on surviving, isn't it? So I think that's the essence of it. So in terms of love now, Maryanne, this is a love show. Good Citizen. Good Citizen Radio Show today is focusing on February 14th, love. Do you have any plans for Valentine's?
No. I've never cooked for my husband before. Yes.
In Nigeria?
I've never.
Amazing. Why is that?
He doesn't want me to. It's not out of pity, but he likes to. You can't cook what I'll eat. No, you don't know how to cook. I don't think you know how to cook. Let me cook, because he likes
he
to.
Cooks for himself.
He cooks what we all eat.
Yeah. Wow, that's fantastic. So you want to cook for him this time?
Yes, it's
any special meal plans?
Egusi soup.
Egusi soup with what? Pounded yam?
Pounded yam.
Are you going to pound that yam, Maryanne, or you're going to buy an electric pounder?
I won't pound that yam, so it's possible, but it's stressful, so I won't do that.
It's very stressful. Thank you, Maryanne. You've literally encouraged us, and keep on doing what you do. I hope that you don't forget why you started doing what you do, because it's been a massive encouragement to people, whether they're in trials or they're not. It's just really, really refreshing. I refer people to your page. You don't know what a person might be going through, and every time, like I said, every time I say, I just think, you never know what anybody's going through, and people just need to be encouraged, and you inspire us. Keep on being inspired. Well, I'm sure that you have moments of downtime, and I'm sure that you do have people that you look to. And anytime you don't feel that way, I'm sure that you don't feel the need to entertain us as well. So just keep on being you, keep on inspiring both young and old. And thank you so very much for coming on our show.
Thank you for having me.
So guys, you've been listening to the Good Citizen Radio Show and Maryanne. Maryanne is an AVM survivor, and she has done a great job out of remaining positive, and not just remaining positive, but getting a great deal out of it. Happiness, financial benefits, and all of that. She's an inspiration. Just remember that we're still doing our giveaways on social media every week. We're giving out 5 eyelashes courtesy of Ryan John and 3 wristwatches courtesy of Hype and Steam. Just visit Good Citizen NG on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram every Monday to participate in the weekly contests. And remember, I haven't given out my scandal wedge shoes in silver. So follow me at Bekeme O on Instagram, Bekeme Masday on Twitter, to get a chance at winning those lovely shoes. You still have a chance. Follow me, tag 5 people to follow me and the Good Citizen, and you stand a chance to win that. That's from me. So Hype and Steam gives me that, and we give it to you. And Maryanne, when you go to her page, lovely as she looks, she was also kitted up by Hype and Steam. Maryanne, you have to show them your dress and shoes and how fly you look. Thank you all for listening to the Good Citizen Radio Show. I'm your host, Bekeme. The show happens every Friday at 8 p.m. on IFM 92.3. It's brought to you by CSR in Action, partnered by Hype and Steam and Ryan John, and funded by the one and only ACT Foundation. Have yourselves a great evening and keep on enjoying your Valentine enjoyment. Bye bye.